Hey everyone, Mherex here bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Triple H, icon of WrestleMania. So Triple H is the striker promoter for Faction Feud at 15K. You're going to get 20% more war score from your strikers, so that's pretty useful. He has the standard icons of WrestleMania link plus 1 MP on a match, and he has the standard gear, the icon of WrestleMania gear. So I have 4 builds for you guys for Triple H Powerhouse here, and he is really strong. So let's get started with the 3-star set. We got a 10 MP purple red finisher, deal 82,000 damage and choose 3 column break gems to destroy, pin the opponent. And then we have 2 4 MP black moves. The Shin Breaker deals 65,000 damage and make 5 random gems into column break gems. And the Neck Breaker deals 64k damage and make 5 random gems into red gems. These are some really low charge moves with some very high move damage for the MP charge. For the Entourage, I'm going to run with Big John Studd to make 4 more reds. And Wolfpack Sting to start with 1 more black, because with perks, he's ready to go turn 1, and we get a bonus of 2. You could use Bray, you could use anyone that has a black MP, 1 or more, assuming you have perks. Then we're going to use Drew, so we generate 1 more column break gem, Powerhouse Drew, and they do a little bit more damage. And then we're going to use Striker Trish, so column break gems do a little more damage, and we destroy 1 more. So we'll generate 6, and we'll choose 4 to destroy with this setup. So let's get out here and take a look. We're going to go against AJ. We have class advantage. He is fully strapped. We're not. Plus 2 MP to start for my tour perks, and plus 1 on a color match. I would run for sure double takedown with this to take advantage of the heavy move damage across the board on all the colors, and ideally a black percentage move damage medal. Even a flat one would be pretty solid, but a percentage would be even better. So there's a few ways you can go about this. You could throw the random gems out and go for the column break match, or you could go for the finisher. I like getting the finisher loaded potentially first. It is random, so we may not. And we came up 1 short, but we do have this option, and we're going to want to reload the blacks anyway, so it's not bad. You can see the randomness is the one downside to this build. We don't have our column breaks. We do have 4 rows, so it's not terrible actually. But definitely going to take the black 5 match and reload that and get a really nice cascade for our troubles too. Things are looking pretty good for this turn. Got a lot of pin bar to work with. I'd like to do this 60k damage. Slightly worried about hitting a row break, but I'm going to gamble and get the extra damage. And that worked out perfect. And obviously you want to choose the columns with the most reds and blacks. I think we can put them away. So I'm going to choose the ones with the most reds. And because we get bonus column break damage, make sure and choose reds when possible. He might kick out. Yep. So we're going to get hit with a couple moves here. Of all the builds I'm going to show you, this is my least favorite, but it is a super low charge to load, so it would be very useful for Blitz before you have perks, because both blacks could start charged turn 1 with Bray. So this build set could be potentially very useful for Blitz before perks are in play for Blitz. And it'll be definitely over here. For the plates, Blue Bomber and the 2 words for you. Just adding more destruction when you're... I love that taunt. When you're breaking your column breaks. Okay, so that's that one. Now is when it starts to get really fun. This one would be available at 4-star. I like this moveset a lot. It's very strong, and there's definitely a lot of potential here. So let's take a look at the moves. This is the first time we're going to see his sub or either of the yellow moves, which are both quite strong. So we're going to move the sub in, and then both yellows. One is a trap gem move. That's pretty interesting. And the other one is a big choose move. So that sub, you choose 6 gems to make into yellow submission gems, and they do 16,000 damage for 4 turns. Remaining ones will turn into column break gems. That's a 9 MP red. Both yellows are 8 MP. The running knee lift deal 57,000 damage and choose 5 gems to make into trap gems. If broken by your opponent, deal 60,000 damage. That's per trap gem. So if they break 3, they're going to take 180,000 damage. And that also reduces their blue MP by 4. If we break them, we get 2 random gems into column break gems. And then the other one is a 8 MP yellow, deal 54k damage, and choose 6 gems to make into red gems. For the entourage, we're going to keep Big John Stud because he's going to generate 4 reds, but also give us +1 on the yellow moves. So him and Akam will let us start turn 1. The other nice thing about Akam is Akam makes another red gem. So those two have great synergy. Triple H Icon is getting the Goldberg treatment. He's kind of a souped up Goldberg, and you will see what I mean by that. And then we're going to go with Typhoon for more red gem damage. And the last slot is open, and just for fun, I thought I would toss Hall of Fame Piper in because AJ can make color turn gems, although I doubt we will see that. So he's just kind of in there for the memes. You can put whoever you want in that slot. If you had Gooker for more move damage, that would be really good. You could put Shelton in for more sub damage. There's a lot of different ways you could go. You could do move defense guys. So let's get out here and take a look. So for this move set, I would definitely go with Double Fury. We're going to be choosing a lot, doing a lot of damage. You're going to have column break gems on the board. And they can potentially do a lot of damage. So there's a lot you can do. So generally what I like doing with this, and a lot of the reds are kind of, you don't need that many because 2-3 matches will get you loaded. Like so. And then you can start to think about setting up more damage with your sub on like the row breaks. So we'll put some red in there. And also, you want to think about what will AJ, what is he likely to break? So you want to think about that too. He likes to target purple. He likes to target black sometimes. So those should be pretty decent. Now we just need to not force a pin, get rid of some of his blues. I think I'm okay. If I miss one, it wouldn't be the first time. Okay. So let's assume he's probably going to break the purple. And if we can get him to break 3, that's 180,000 damage extra. We can also squeak out a bunch more yellow damage here, or move damage here with this, doing the choose move. And this is where the boss plate would come into play, as long as we break at least 6, which really shouldn't be a problem. Because that would be 8 right there. And then the last one, we'll put 1 there. So I'm playing this for the extra damage on the row break. And hopefully he will break these. There's one of them. Not as good as it could have been, but also not bad. So AJ's drained. We have 1 row break, and he took some damage. So you can do the same thing again and try and set up the sub, or you can go for the win if you think you have the win. I probably have the win. So let's just go for it, and let's see what we can set up for big damage. We can take that guy there. There's a green match. We'll try and leave this green match so he breaks it with the trap gems. Other than that, we're going to do a lot of destruction, so it's going to be hard to know what's going to be on the board. So maybe we'll just put 1 here and here, just for fun, and try and stay away from those, since we're going to go for the win. Either way, he's not charged up, so we won't take much damage, so we're fine either way. I like column breaks, so you'll see me do that a lot. It should be okay. And let's see if he matches. There we go. Those trap gems taking his life down. He did kick out, so we'll have to beat him right here with the sub. Now, when you do get a wild card, it is like the last one, where AJ gets an extra turn. But he finally matched some trap gems. And they're super easy win. We took like no damage, had full control of the board, and a lot of fun. So let's check out a 5-star moveset. I think that one's probably my favorite, although these next 2 can surprise you. You can do a lot with them. This one in particular, took me a while to get it where I wanted, but it is quite good as well. So the 5-star move is the face breaker knee smash. That's the only one we're going to move in. We're going to keep everything else the same as far as the moves. So that's a 5 MP red, deal 49,000 damage, and choose 2 gems to make into 2-turn Juggernaut gems that will deal 0 damage and increase the damage of all your gems by 21% for 3 turns. So we're going to get an extra 42% for each one of those gems each turn. And then at the end of the countdown, they make 5 random gems into column break gems. So assuming both survive, we're going to have 10 column break gems on the board. So, and we're going to take Piper out, and we're going to put Shelton in for the sub damage. And anytime you're using the sub, I would definitely recommend using the boss plate if you have it, because it's easy to control that 6 break and break at least 6 yellows to get those on the board. So boss plate is going to be huge on him, and it's going to make him even crazier, especially strapped. So this one, you can possibly force a pin the way I like setting this up, but when it goes properly, it's really cool. So what you want to do is set up a 3-match and then a 5-match you can choose into. And I will show you what I mean. Okay, so there's a 5-match there that we can choose into. And we hopefully won't get a red to drop in here. I don't like doing it this way, but it is what it is. And then we can drop a bunch more reds on the board. We just want to make sure we don't screw anything up. And let's just go here. Actually, let's do it this way. 1, 2, go there. Do this. And let's take this one, and it's going to get to the point where I have enough that I don't really care because I don't want to mess my board up here. So now we can put the Juggernaut gems out. And if everything goes right, when we do this 5-match up here, if we don't get a cascade, we will be able to do it again and get a tick of the damage to buff the perfect, just like that. Now we can throw them out again, and you can see now our red gems are doing 8,000 damage. But now we get to put them out again. And then we're going to run the sub. Well, actually, I don't want to do that because of the wild card, just in case. So we'll put those out again, like so. And let's break those 4. And that 4. And let's leave you and... Sure, why not? So now we're going to get another buff on the gems, and those other ones are going to count down and throw the column breaks out. So each red's 11,452 damage. And now we have our choose move, and we should be able to blow up the vast majority of the board. So this one has a ton. 2, 4. We'll just row break that. And row break that. And we'll just not do... We'll do that. There we go. Boom. Big hit. So this moveset's a lot of fun too. Very effective. Does take a little setup. I would obviously use the boss plate or the 2 words for you, because then when we do that, we're going to have even more out there. And you're just going to go crazy. So that moveset works really well too. You can go much faster when you're not trying to explain it, obviously. So the last moveset we're going to run is triple red. And we are going to run it fairly similar to this one that we just did. We're going to bring that finisher back in. And I am organizing my moves the way I like them, so I don't run them wrong. So we've seen all the moves. I'm not going to explain them again. And this one, double red trainers, so we're going to go sting and sting so that we can start with that sub on turn 1. And we're going to keep Typhoon for red gem damage. And we're going to put Trish in so that we can choose 4 columns to break. Again, we're using the sub, so I would recommend boss plate or the 2 words for you on this one. Since we're doing columns for mass destruction, definitely Fury because we're blowing up a lot of the board. So just like last time, you want to get your Juggernaut gems out. And then we're going to run the sub. And you want to try and start recycling the red just in case. So I am going to put this guy here, seems safe for what I'm going to do. So that gives us a bunch of red. It would trigger a boss plate, and then we can also be safe and put a yellow here. And let's put one, let's get rid of one of these blacks. No, there's 2 here. Let's get rid of this blue. Sure. A lot of damage. Made a bunch of wild cards. We're going to be able to get our Juggernaut gems out again. So this is where you could hit the finisher, but much smarter to wait because we just drained them. And we're going to get another tick of these new Juggernaut gems. So that's wonderful. And reload our sub as well. So this is actually kind of interesting because the sub is a choose and our gems are buffed up pretty good to 11,000. We can actually blow the board up with the sub, or we could take our 4 columns. There's not a lot of red on there. So I'm going to save the finisher and I'm going to blow the board up with the sub, which is kind of weird to say. But I probably should have done the Juggernaut move first too to get the extra damage, but I think we'll probably pin him anyway. That's going to take that row out. I want to get it, make sure I get all the reds too that I can. We could do it that way. Three, 4. Yeah, let's just do it this way. Not there. He's in no danger of getting his move, so let's just do it this way. Very nice. So big hit. Oh yeah. Okay, there you go. So the sub doesn't count as a pin though. They just kick out, which is fine. Because we're about to get more column breaks. And now we can use the finisher. And it's definitely over. 1, 2, 3, 4. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. And you can mess around with it. This moveset's really good too. You can see how hard that would have hit, 430k. Because those Juggernaut gems just start building it up. I think this moveset, I want to say I think I hit for 500k or 600-ish in practice. So it can hit super hard. So Triple H is a lot of fun and really, really strong. I am not sure still if I would rather have Triple H or Cena between the 2 of these guys. They're both really strong. I think I'm leaning towards Triple H just because he's got the 4 MP moves, and then he's got the double yellow with the traps that are a lot of fun, or you can run this setup with the Juggernaut gem. So it's just a lot of versatility and really good. Although Cena is super good too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that helps me out. And be looking for my cane video. Not sure I'll get that one done tonight, but it should be in the next day or two. So thanks for watching, guys, and good luck out there.